tell. Is it like fuzzy, guys? Why is it so like... Oh my God, what is going on? There we go. Sorry, guys. Having some technical difficulties there. What is up, everyone? How's the feed look, guys? How's it look? Is it freaking fuzzy or is it look all right? Looks good. All right, everyone. So if you're just now tuning in, I was actually just over on Facebook a couple minutes ago doing a walkthrough of my brand new boat. And here it is, folks. My brand new 21-foot Alumaweld Columbia. So I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna let some people join in here. So you guys know the drill. Make sure you guys drop some comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Helps us on YouTube a lot if you guys smash those thumbs up buttons. And then just drop some comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. This is, again, my brand new 2021 Alumaweld Columbia. We're going to do a whole walkthrough. I'm going to walk around the outside. I'm going to do a walk around the inside. I'm going to show you guys every single little thing that I did to this boat. Like I told everyone on Facebook, taken me 38 years of life to get to a point in my life where I can afford something like this and purchase something like this. And huge shout out to all of our fans, all of our followers, everyone that supports Addicted out there. You know, a lot of the things that have happened in my life recently is due to the support from all you addicts out there. So I thank every single one of you, and it just wouldn't be the same without you guys following us and watching our videos. So I truly, truly mean it when I say I appreciate you guys. So anyway, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna let some people tune in here. We got people from Maryland, Pasco, Missouri. Got some people in Florida. Got Nampa, Idaho. People tuning in from all over. Bend, Battleground. What's up in Battleground, dude? We got Nia Bay, California. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna again, like I said, once we get a few people tuned in here, I'm gonna walk around, show you guys every single thing that I did. Every single thing that I did on the outside, and then we'll jump in. I'll talk about a lot of the stuff that I did on the inside. And I'm excited to finally unveil this thing and show you guys. This has been probably a 1.5 year long process getting this boat. I ordered it just before COVID is when I ordered it. And then, you know, COVID freaking pushed everything back, and then trying to get electronics pushed everything back. Like, it seems like every single process of the build just got pushed back because of COVID. You know, it's like the excuse for everything nowadays. But yeah, we're going to walk through. We're going to go through everything. I see you guys already asking some questions here, so I'm going to make sure that I jump through everything. I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes to tune in here. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get a little giveaway going. As you guys know, we like to do giveaways on our live feeds. So if you guys want an opportunity to win a prize pack from Addicted Fishing, all you guys got to do is smash that thumbs up button. We got 238 of you guys watching right now and only 51 thumbs up. So do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button on the video. Share this out to family and friends. Text message it to them. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you like to share things. And then just drop a comment and let us know where you're tuning in from. We're going to randomly just select someone from the comments. So just drop comments. Interact with the videos. Drop comments when you see our comments go live, or when you see our videos go live, and you could have a chance to win. Again, guys, I'm so freaking excited to get this thing. I've only taken it out one time. I took it out one time and started kind of breaking in the kicker. You know, these motors have like a break-in period, so you can't really open them wide open until you go through the break-in period. So I took it out once just to start breaking in the motor. I haven't done much with it yet, though. I just been busy, guys. I've been working a ton. It's been super busy at work. If you guys didn't know, I actually have a full-time job. I still work every single week. 40 hours a week. I work at a place called shirtspace.com. Shirtspace.com is my day job. I am a VP there. I do all sorts of things. I'm kind of a jack of all trades, but yeah, so I work a full-time job, and I just been super busy doing my job, and super busy with Addicted. And you know, it's like a double-edged sword. It seems like you you get to a point in life where you can afford something like this, and then you don't have time to actually go out and enjoy it. But that's all right. That's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there someday. Got to get boat buckle G2 retractable ratcheting transom tie down straps, 43 inches long. So I got some. Hold on here, guys, real quick. Sorry about that, guys. I had to grab something. So someone was talking about straps. I got these. I haven't put them on yet, but this is kind of what I was planning on doing for the show. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I was trying to grab these to show you these, but these are what I'm going to put on the back to ratchet the boat down. I just haven't figured out a way to do it yet. That's probably one of the things I'm going to have Headwaters Marine help me with, is putting those things on. Again, guys, I'm definitely probably out of all the addicted dudes, I'm probably the least mechanically inclined. I'm willing to admit it. I'm just not that mechanically inclined. Anyway, so yeah, where'd my comments go? I don't know why I'm not getting my comments. Where did the comments go? Damn it. Honestly, oh, there we go. Got him back. Jeez. Sorry, guys. I'm terrible. When I got to do these live feeds by myself, you can see I suck at it. What did he say? He says he's got I have to set from my side by side. About this thing. So actually, who knows what it's going to be, but we'll give you guys a cool little prize pack. The winner is, get it out to you. Start rolling through this thing. So again, like I said, it's a 21-foot Alumaweld Columbia. I went with a 15-horse fuel-injected kicker. These kickers are super, super nice because they idle down as low as you'd ever want, and they troll really, really slow. But if you need the extra horsepower, like you need the extra oomph, you have it in the 15. I did a max prop saver on this thing. As you can see, help protect my prop. Huge shout out to Brad's Fishing Max Prop Saver. Put that thing on there. Oh, it was buffering. It was Rogue Outdoors, guys. It was Rogue something Outdoors who won. Rogue something Outdoors. I can't find his comment anymore, but Rogue something Outdoors was the one who won. Sorry, guys. The internet won. That's right. It lagged. Yeah, it was Rogue something Outdoors who won. I can't remember, but Rogue Outdoors. Shoot us an email, orders@addicted.fishing. Make sure you include your name, address, and all that. Yeah, Going Rogue Outdoors. Thank you. Going Rogue Outdoors. You're the one that won. All right. Okay, back to it. So, 15-horse kicker. I went with a 150-horse Mercury 4-stroke. I did a prop on it, guys, because a goal that I have, again, in the future is to hopefully, I want to buy like a beater sled. I want to buy like a, I'm sure you guys have seen Jordan's little sled that we rock that we call the T-Rex that's all camoed out and really gnarly. That's my goal someday, is to get just a cheap sled that's a jet boat that I can run in smaller rivers and then have this boat to run in the bigger rivers. Who knows when I'll be able to do that. I'm kind of broke at this point getting this boat, but someday that's kind of my goal, is to be able to do that. And so I didn't get a pump on it. I just went ahead and went with a prop. But yeah, 150 horse Mercury 4-stroke, 15-horse kicker. It's a 21-foot Alumaweld Columbia. It's got a Rogue trailer on it with the non-serviceable bearings, which I'm excited about. You don't have to worry about like messing with these things. Like they say they're like 10 years or something. You don't have to worry about messing with them. So I'm excited about that. Not having to worry about grease my bearings all the freaking time. I did a swim deck on the back. So I can keep my Kong cooler right off the back. This is a 20 quart Kong cooler right here. As you guys can see, perfect little bait cooler for the back of the swim deck for sure. I plan on basically Ow, I just smashed my finger. I plan on, you know, obviously strapping it onto the side there and then keeping it on there. That's my plan with it. And then let's see here. Let's jump up in this boat, guys, so we can start rolling through. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I did on here. I did diamond plate. I did the diamond plate on the front, diamond plate in the rear. Again, it's got the Rogue trailer. Let's jump up in here and start going through all the other stuff here. I don't know why, for some reason, guys, some of you guys will always be like, it's buffering, it's not working good. And then some people will be like, oh, it looks amazing. So I don't know which one of you guys to believe when we're talking about like quality of the feed, because some people are like, oh man, it's looking cool, and some people are like, oh, it doesn't look good. So I don't know if it's looking crappy or not, but I'm connected to Wi-Fi, so it should be. Tonight it looks trash, he says. Yeah, dude, I don't understand. Like, I have full Wi-Fi connection. It shouldn't look that bad, and the thing that's crazy is, like, on Facebook, it looked completely perfect. Like, it didn't look bad at all. So I don't know why YouTube is freaking doing that. But anyway, sorry about it, guys. One thing to mention really quick with the outboard. Sorry, guys. I don't know how to, like, make it not look like garbage. It's really freaking annoying. Oh, well, is what it is, guys. Oh my God. God, I'm doing that. Oh well, I'm just gonna roll with it, guys. I'll do the best I can. Anyway, so I went with power steering, which is something I'm super excited about. I have never had power steering on a boat, but I can tell you one thing. When I took this thing out for the first time, it was absolutely ridiculous having power steering. Absolutely ridiculous having it. It's so amazing. So amazing. You guys are distracting the hell out of me with your quality comments. Solar. I'm trying to read your comments about my boat, and all the whole comment is filled up with your feed sucks. There's nothing I can do, guys. Nothing I can do. Anyway, so let's keep running through this thing. So yeah, I went with a 150. This is a 150 Merc. Did the power steering. So let's talk about some. So I did the double trays, as you can see. Double storage trays here. I did 4 seat boxes. I also got a captain's chair, which is nice, so you can have lots of storage in here. We got a custom box here. I did all my switches inside the box. We got boxes on this side as well, like so. And then I went ahead and got a 15-inch Humminbird Solix. 15-inch Humminbird Solix. I'm freaking so pumped about this. I already took it out. The Solix technology, guys, is absolutely ridiculous. If you are looking for a fish finder, I highly recommend Humminbird. Again, Hummingbird's one of our partners, one of our sponsors. But it's not because they're sponsoring us. The technology is just absolutely ridiculous. If you've seen some of the stuff that Cameron's the one that sold me on it, as he used it for a couple years, you know, I was sold. So I'm stoked on that. And then another thing I'm excited about was I did Canon downriggers here. So I did Canon Optimum downriggers. I got 2 of them, 1 on each side. I'm excited to mess around with those for salmon season. And, you know, I really want a 360 fish. How sick would it be to do 360 fishing with the downriggers and not have to worry about, like, the lead when you're fighting the fish? I'm excited to try that, or mess around with that and see how it is. What else, guys? What else? So I got rod lockers, as you can see. I'm excited about that. I got rod lockers. The other cool thing is I did everything Fish Fighter. So huge shout out to Fish Fighter. Fish Fighters is going to be one of our new partners. So I decked my entire boat out with Fish Fighter. I put this rail system on here. So as you can see, it's got this rail system where you pull the tab there, and then you can slide up and down. And you can see it's got these little holes here. So you basically slide it in, close it, boom, it locks into the hole. So yeah, I'm stoked about that, dude. The fish fighter stuff, as you guys see, the rod tenders here, got stuff for your, it's got stuff for your flashers, little compartment, stuff for your weight. You can put your rod here when you're running and it won't fall over. I went ahead and did the extensions out for the rod holders. I did Folby rod holders. In my opinion, they're the best. There's nothing that's better than them. I went with the Mercury gauge. Got the Perco switch in the back here, and I went with dual batteries in the rear, so you never have to worry about running out of battery. Got the bilge pump in there. Did diamond plate on the floor, diamond plate up front here. I got the fish fighter net holder right here with my Beckman net. Shout out to Beckman. Did the trash can here. Got the trash can. One thing I need to go do is freaking vacuum all that crap out before it ends up in my bilge pump. That will suck. That's on my list to do, is vacuum all the metal shavings out. Got my Addicted Mustad kill bag. Little sneak peek here. I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen this, but we have been working on our own kill bags for a while now, and they're coming soon. Sportsman's will have them. Sportsman's Warehouse, Bob's Sporting Goods, Fisherman's Marine. They're going to be everywhere. And the thing that's cool about these kill bags, guys, is we spent a lot of time working on the quality of the kill bag, because we wanted to come out with a kill bag that was like super high quality but didn't break and rip the first time you freaking took it out. So we made these. You guys should have them available to you very, very soon in tons of retailers. Steelhead Queen, I haven't done a radio yet. That's on my list. I definitely want to put a radio in here with some speakers and stuff. I definitely love music. I like to bump music, so I'm going to be putting that in here for sure. Now let's talk about the front here, because the front is the thing that I did a lot of different customizations to, that I'm really excited about. Sorry guys, I'm reading some of your comments here. Yes, so Jacob, the rod holder extensions do block my rod lockers. And so what I'm considering doing, so Fish Fighter makes these ones that kind of come straight out, but they make another one that comes up just a little bit more at an angle, so then you can get into your rod locker. So I haven't decided yet. I may be switching these extensions out for a taller one so I can get into my rod lockers. Yep, I did do a washdown pump, guys. Washdown pump in the front, and I did a washdown pump in the front and a washdown pump in the rear. I probably won't do much ocean fishing, guys. I doubt I'll take this into the ocean very often, so I'm not going to put like a VH radio or anything in it. I may go out and do some like bottom fishing for rockfish and stuff off the jetties, but I'm not going to be like venturing out into the freaking blue with this thing very often. It's a 21 foot, guys, 21 foot Alumaweld. I saw you guys ask that question a couple times. I'm going to wrap soon. I'm going to do like well, you guys are just going to have to wait and see. I'm doing a wrap. It's going to be sick. And then let's open up. So this thing has 3 compartments. You got your first compartment here, which basically has your bleed box. There's my front washdown pump here. This is my fillet table from Fish Fighter. So the fillet table actually mounts right into their rod holders. And yeah, you can fillet your fish on the water. And then the thing that I did, so this is your kill box, guys. This is like your bleed box, or you bleed your salmon or whatever. But one thing that I did that was cool was I equipped it with a live well, because I plan on doing some bass fishing out of this boat. I plan on probably entering some bass tournaments out of this boat just for fun, because I think it'd be funny if a salmon guy, a steelhead guy, entered some of these bass tournaments in an Alumaweld Columbia. So I'm planning on doing some of that. So I rigged up this boat with a live well. Super stoked about that. And then you got your next compartment, which is basically just a storage compartment. Got my life jackets in there. I got my throwaway vest, all that jazz. And then I got my battery. I went with a 36-volt lithium battery, which someone just told me that potentially could void my Minn Kota warranty, which I didn't know about. So I'm going to have to look into that. That's really annoying. But I was excited about the lithium until someone told me that. But regardless, I got the 36 volt lithium battery. The thing that's cool about the lithium is it cuts down on all the weight. You don't have to have 3 12-volt batteries up front. It's a little bit less wiring, a little bit less of that jazz to have to deal with. So I went with that. There may be a chance that I'm switching it out if it does void my warranty, but we'll see. We'll see. Then what I did was I put a Minn Kota Tarova bow mount trolling motor. And what I did was I actually rigged this thing with a transducer. So as you can see, got the transducer mounted on the bottom of the trolling motor. And then I did a 10-inch Humminbird Solix fish finder. So that way when I'm bass fishing or muskie fishing or doing any lake trout fishing where I want to have access to depth finders and fish finders in the front and the rear, when I want to have both those accessible, I can. I'm super excited about that because one thing, you guys, I love bass fishing. I absolutely love bass fishing. Yep, this has the autopilot, has the iPilot hooked up to it. Bass fishing is one of my favorite things to do. I do a ton of it. Even in this during this spring Chinook run, like I swear I was bass fishing more than I was salmon fishing, just because it's just something that's like stuck with me ever since I was a kid, and I've always loved to do it. So anyway, but what I did on here, guys, because obviously I am a salmon guy too, and I love salmon fishing. Before I switch to that, I'm all over the place, guys. I got ADHD over here. I did do a foot pedal, so I can control the trolling motor with the foot pedal, as well as a remote, so I can use the remote if I want. But what I did was so Fish Fighter has these super cool bracket systems. What you can do is I got a lock on it there. I got a lock on it right now, so I'm not going to show you guys what it is. But basically, you can pull the pin out of the bow mount, like so, and you can slide your anchor nest right in. And basically, you can pull the bow mount off all in one piece and then slide your anchor nest in all at one piece and just clip it in. So you can quickly go from like trolling to anchoring, and just do it on the fly quickly with this system that Fish Fighter created. So huge shout out to Fish Fighter. Again, like I said, Fish Fighter is one of our new partners, and I'm excited to be working with those guys, and they create some absolutely amazing products for boats when it comes to accessories. So if you haven't checked out Fish Fighter, I highly recommend you get over there and check those guys out. Yes, chest mount guy, the hose water, I think, does come from the body of water you're on. Alex Rubin, no, I do not plan on being a fishing guide ever. I will not be a fishing guide. I get that question all the time. People are always wanting me to guide, but it's just not something that's on my radar, guys. I would rather, I'd rather just keep fishing for myself and be fun and not have to worry about guiding. But if you want to go out on a guided trip, hit up Cam, hit up Jordan, hit up Popoff, hit up Eric Swanson, you know, all those different guys. They'll be able to get you out. So Tim, I did the 36 volt trolling motor. I think it's 112 pound thrust. Yes, sir. 112 pounds, 36 volt. I went with the 21 foot, guys, instead of a 23 foot. Just because I don't know, I just didn't feel like I needed a 23 foot. Like, I just didn't feel like it was something that I needed. You know, I do, typically when I'm fishing 4 to 5 guys. I'm not fishing 7, I'm not fishing 6. And so I just kind of wanted to stick with the 21. I have no idea what this boat weighs, guys. I wish I could tell you, but I have no clue what it weighs. I feel like I'm missing some stuff. So I did these, as you can see, I got my Fish Fighter compartment in here with all my Procure scents. I'm going to rig up a couple more of these that'll have like my leads and all that jazz in there, so I can have my leads organized in here. Kyron, I didn't go with the Altera. I went with the Riptide instead of the Altera because I had an Altera on my last boat, and I just had too many issues with the Altera, man. Like, every time I would try to, like, hit the stow button, you know, because you can, like, you hit your button to deploy it, and then you hit your button to stow the trolling motor where it puts it away. Every time I would hit the stow button, it would get jammed. And so I just did not want to deal with that again. The chest mount guy that keeps asking when our next trout fishing video is, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Soon, we're making a ton of trout fishing content, and we'll keep making trout content. We love all of our trout followers out there, and we love trout fishing, so I'm sure we'll have some trout content coming out. Yeah, Dana, it's kind of one of those things, man. Like, I just didn't feel like the extra money for a 23 foot, like I just didn't feel like I needed it. I felt like these 21 foots had plenty of room in them. You know, if you're only fishing 4 guys like me, it's got plenty of room. I just didn't feel like I needed a 23. Let's see. The Kong cooler is for bait and beers. I like to put both in it. Probably Cameron's boat. Cameron has a huge motor on his boat, and it hauls ass. Yeah, so a bunch of people have asked, like, what a boat like this costs. Again, like I said, hit up Stevens Marine. Just call Stevens Marine up, give them a ring, let them price it out. You know, I think a base model 21-foot Alumaweld Columbia is right around $60K, but I don't know for sure. I know what I spent on my boat, and it was an insane amount of money, but the reason mine was so much was because I did so much stuff to it. I just put a lot of accessories into it. I did all diamond plate. Like, this is my 8th or 9th boat that I've owned over the years, and so I learned a lot from owning all the different boats that I've had, and so I knew kind of what I wanted and what I wanted to do to the boat, and so I didn't skip anything on it. I kind of put everything on it that I want. James, I went with a tiller just because I love to run a tiller, man. I don't know. It's just our fisheries out here is good. And everyone's saying, like, oh, he's rich. Oh, his business is doing good. Guys, I work a full-time job, 40 hours a week. If you guys didn't know that, I work at a place called shirtspace.com. I go into work every single day, 8 in the morning till whenever I leave. Every single day I work. I've been working at that job for almost over 10 years now. My official title at the job is VP of Business Development. But if you've never checked out ShirtSpace, check them out, shirtspace.com. That's where I work for a living. I've worked there my whole entire, for over 10 years now. And that's how I'm able to afford this boat, was because of ShirtSpace. So huge shout out to my boss over at ShirtSpace for gracing me with such an amazing job where I can afford a boat like this. As far as the addicted stuff, guys, again, I want to say thank you to all you as well, because a lot of the things that are happening in my life and the things that continue to happen are, one, due to hard work. The thing that people say is like, work hard and your goals can be achieved is absolutely true. The harder you work, the faster you can achieve your goals. But two, it's the support from all you guys. It's all your guys' support. You guys tuning in, following us, doing everything that you guys do to support the Addicted brand. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you. I can't say enough, but just thank you. So yeah. What else? What other questions are here? Yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Shout out to Freaking Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in, man. What else do we got, guys? You guys got any other questions on the boat? Anything that you guys want to know, or things that you may want to do on a future build that you guys are doing? Yes, Isaiah, I'll be storing it in a shop, correct. So it does have a sonar. I went with a 15-inch Solix, Humminbird Solix, and then I did a 10-inch Humminbird Solix on the bow. I did a 15-inch Mercury Kicker. These kickers are so sick, guys. One thing I want to show you on these things. So I did the electric tiller, but they have this little clip here, so you can see this little button, this little thing right here. It has like 2 adjustments, so you can go there, as you can see. So then it's kind of like up a little bit as you're running it, or if you want, you can push that up even farther, and then you can go all the way down. So you can kind of run it flat if you want. And then see, it just clicked up, and then it stays in the up position. And then it clicks again to keep it up like that. The other cool thing is when you run the trim, watch this. So see those little straps on the side? So what I like to do is just kind of get the motor straight. the straps here, watch this. Those straps, they go tight, and then they hold the motor straight, so it's not moving side to side. I mean, dude, just Mercury thought of everything on their new motors. They did some really, really cool stuff. They did some dampeners as well, like some rubber dampeners on the motor, so freaking barely any vibration, barely any loudness. Again, as you can see, like I said, I went with the power steering. Oh, yes. I didn't talk about this. So this is an Snc Rod Rack. Huge shout out to the guys at Snc. They actually hooked me up with this. They hooked me up for free, so I got to give a huge shout out to them. Thank you guys so much. If you guys haven't heard of Snc Rod Racks, they're really dope. Basically, if you're running or you want to put your rod holders, you don't want to like put them all away into the rod locker box or whatever, or when you're quickly running, you don't want to make sure they get stepped on or anything like that. You can put them in the Snc. Super badass. I didn't do a TR1, guys. Just didn't think I wanted one. Didn't think I needed one. Let's see. What else, guys? What else? Storage. I mean, I got compartments all over. There's storage up front, storage in all of the seat boxes, storage in the rod lockers if I want to use them. That's kind of the only storage that I really have. I haven't done much else to it. I thought about doing something here, or not here. I thought about building something custom, because as you can see, so like I'm gonna put this thing away here and close this up. So you got like another compartment here underneath. As you can see, like dual compartments here. And I don't have that on this side. So I thought about building something there where I can have some more like storage or dry storage underneath there, but who knows what I'll do. I haven't figured it out. Yep, I have a wash down pump, wash down in the front, wash down in the rear. You guys can see there's my wash down right there. Oh, what else, guys? You guys got any other questions? Jacob Simpson, the trout floats are being worked on, man. I'm doing everything I can. We're working on actually a panfish model and a trout model. So the panfish model will be a really, really mini float, super small. And then the trout model will be just a little bit bigger. So yeah, I didn't do a transom saver. As far as I know, the guys at Mercury said I didn't, or at Steven said I didn't need one. What else? Yep, I got hot water sink right here. I did a sink in the gunnel. Hot water sink in the gunnel right here, folks. Yeah, let's put these things in here. I already got my tuna in there, guys. Already got a couple cans of tuna getting ready to kill. Getting ready to kill fish. First blood will be soon. I'm hoping this weekend, guys. I'm hoping that I'll be able to make time and get everything done on this boat that I want to get done and get ready to take it out this weekend. I didn't do seat shock, Sean, but I really want to. Like, I thought about it, but man, I had already like spent so much money on this boat, and the seat shocks are just insanely expensive depending on what brand you go with. So I haven't done that yet, but I thought about it, and maybe it'll be an option that I add later on. It all just kind of depends. Yep, I did lights under the gunnel, guys. As you can see, got the lights. Got my aerator. I got it all, folks. I tried not to skip any steps. But what's cool is during the Facebook Live and during this live feed, you guys have given me a couple ideas of things to do. So Jacob says, does Jordan and Popoff really guide full time? So guys, Nick Popoff guides full time. That's all he does. So Jordan actually works addicted half the month and then guiding half the month. And so our long-term goal with addicted is to get addicted to a point where Jordan can work addicted full-time. He can film videos full-time, and that's all Jordan does is film addicted videos for all you addicts out there. But we're just not there yet. We still have a ways to go. We still got to grow this business to a point where we can do that and we can afford to pay Jordan for a full month. But right now he's guiding part-time and he's working addicted part-time. So Oh, yeah, look at all that stuff to break. I hope not, man. Colon Arsenal. It's a 21-foot Alumaweld Columbia. Yep, I got nav lights in the front and nav lights in the rear as well. So that's the main reason. So guys, the main reason I went with an Alumaweld Columbia is the ride. The fact that this boat rides the way it does and takes the waves and takes the rough water the way it does is the reason I bought an Alumaweld, period. That was the main reason. So I loved my last boat. I had a 22-foot Umpqua Marine. It was a great boat. There was a few like things that I didn't like on it, like all minor stuff. But overall, it was a great boat, but I hated the way it rode. Like, I just hated the way it felt in the water. It just wasn't as, like, it just didn't feel solid. Like, it just, when you would hit waves with it and stuff. I mean, it was a great boat, don't get me wrong, but it didn't ride like a Columbia. And yes, guys, we did. We broke 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, so shout out to all you subs out there that follow us on YouTube. We finally broke 200K. Road to 300K, baby. Let's get it. Bow mount motor and fish finder again. So guys, I did a Minn Kota Tarova 112-pound thrust trolling motor, and what I did was I mounted a transducer on the bottom of the fish finder, as you can see. Mounted the transducer, and then what I did was I have the Humminbird Solix right here, or sorry, the Humminbird Helix. I went with a Helix on the front and a Solix in the rear, simply for one reason and one reason only. I couldn't afford two Solixes. Helixes are a little bit cheaper than the Solix, and they're still a great trolling motor, or still a great fish finder. So I went with a Helix on the front and a Solix in the rear. But yeah, so that's how I did it. And then basically I set it up on Fish Finder's bracketing system, so you can run your, you can basically run your trolling motor when you want to run your trolling motor. When you want to anchor fish, you can just switch it out to that. Oh, look at that, guys. See my gnarly cut? I stabbed myself and I had to get stitches working on my truck. Just freaking stabbed myself like an inch. It hurt really bad. So guys, when it comes to like an open sled versus a cabined boat, to me, it's like the cabin boats are nice, but they're not, they're more of a comfort thing. You know, these open sleds like this are meant to kill fish. Like, these are fishing boats meant for one thing and one thing only, to go out and go fishing. Now, if you have a family or you have, you know, kids or people that you want to, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the guys in windshield boats freaking murder fish too. It's just some of the things that you do in a windshield boat versus what you can do in a open sled. It just makes things a little bit more challenging when you're out fishing. So that's my opinion on it. I'm sure other people are going to have other opinions, but that's kind of why I went with an open sled versus, you know, a windshield boat. What else, guys? What are your other questions? Yeah, Brady, I'm stoked, man. I got all the fish fighter stuff. Brady, do you have rod lockers on yours? Do you have rod lockers on yours, Brady? I'm curious if you do, and which fish fighter extensions you went with the rod lockers. Yeah, so my wife, guys, she actually, when she's on the boat fishing with me, she actually just pees in the fish box. So she'll just squat. I'll usually like hold a blanket up or something, and she'll just squat down and pee in the fish box. Oh, we got a super chat. Zach H, thanks for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, that's a sick boat. Can't wait to see a bunch of dead fish in it. Thank you, man. I can't wait to see a bunch of dead fish, too. Carson Monroe said, is Mike full-time? No, Mike works for me part-time. Mike is a part-time employee. He does all the merch and handles all the shipping stuff at the warehouse. And then he also has another full-time job. So a lot of us addicts that work this business and work for Addicted and continue to grow the brand, a lot of us work full-time jobs during the day and then work Addicted when we're done with our full-time jobs. And Mike is no different. He actually works at the school district and does his stuff there, and then when he's done with that, he comes and works Addicted. So super hard worker. Shout out to Mike. I went with a prop, guys. I didn't do a jet on this boat. Went ahead and did a prop. You know, my dreams are to someday have a have a boat that, a little sled, a little... Dana Bowen, make sure, if you order a boat from Alumaweld, Dana, make sure that they put a minimum of 11-foot rod lockers. Minimum. You need 11-footers. So that way you can fit your 10.5-foot rods in and have it be convenient. Now, some of the guides out here in the Northwest are fishing 12-foot bow rods. So some of the guys are getting even like longer rod lockers. But make sure you get 11-footers. I, unfortunately, didn't. And I'm super, super sad about that. Really sad. It's like if there was one thing on this boat I could change, that would be the only thing, was the fact that I only got 9.5-foot rod lockers. And so what I'm going to do is actually do some customizing to these current rod lockers to figure out a way to to put 10.5-foot rods in there, because it's really annoying that I can't. It frustrates me. So that's definitely going to be fixed. Beckman, guys, this is their new one. I don't know. I was at Bob's Sporting Goods a couple days ago, and I saw this new net, and I was like, holy crap. I mean, look at the bucket on this thing. Look at that. That's a big bucket. So I'm excited I got that. Yeah, guys, so with the Riptide, with the trolling motor, it has a feature called spot lock. So you can basically get to a spot, hit the anchor, and the trolling motor will just keep you in place. I haven't named it yet. Yeah, AP, this is where all the donations go. I'm taking donations. Just kidding. Taking donations for my noon boat. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, Freaking Outdoors, I could swap the lower unit for a jet if I wanted to do that at some point. Right now, I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, I'm just kind of sticking with the prop. I built this boat for big water, but I'm pulling my boat with a 2017 Toyota Tundra. What else, guys? I'm just trying to answer all your questions. Time is it, guys? 7:56. All right, guys, I'm gonna stick with you here for a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna call it a night and go put the boat in the shop and eat some dinner with family. Eat some dinner with the old family. So get your last questions in here. No, Scott King, I'm not. I'm using the Fish Fighter stuff. So if you haven't checked out Fish Fighter, oh my God, that's such a good idea, Johnny. I should name it 2424 Go Fast. That is hilarious. I should do that just in spite of Cameron. Just to make Cameron mad, I should put 2424 Go Fast on it. But Scott, back to it. Check out Fish Fighter. Head over to Fish Fighter Products. Check out their website. I highly recommend their stuff. And again, they're one of our sponsors. Rowan says, what are good reels for salmon and steelhead? It really depends on what your type of fishing you're doing, Rowan. Are you fishing out of a boat? Or are you fishing from the bank? That's kind of a hard question to answer with just that. Heath, I haven't decided. No, man. I mean, honestly, I love the Tundra. It tows this thing great. It doesn't have any issues towing the boat. Tows it just fine. I mean, it gets crappy gas mileage, but the Tundras, you don't own a Tundra to get good gas mileage. So I'll probably stick with Tundra. If I do decide to get a new truck ever in the future, I'll probably stick with a Tundra. Yes, Buoy 10. I can't wait. Isaiah, I'm thinking about getting a top for sure. I have been thinking about that, like more for like the super gnarly rainy days sometimes that we're out there fishing or out there anchor fishing or whatever. Yeah, I've thought about that a lot, so we'll see if I decide to get a top or not. Rowan, are you looking for a spinning rod or a casting rod? What are you fishing, buddy? DB Kaiser. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure, man, but DH by Kaiser or whatever you pronounce it. I didn't get a Humminbird 360 transducer on this boat. You have to pay extra to get a Humminbird transducer or a 360 transducer, and I haven't done it yet. Trevor, I will 100% be trying to kill springers next week, for sure. I didn't do a TR1, guys. I didn't do a TR1 at all. I just didn't think I needed it. You know, if I want to do stuff like that, I could use the bow mount trolling motor. Rowan, I look at so Okuma Kaimars and also Okuma Helixes. I love the Okuma Kaimars. They're like a super durable, you know, if you get like a 4,000 spinning reel, Okuma Kaimar 4,000, they're just absolutely bulletproof. And then I use the Okuma Helix bait casters. And then I'll also use the Low Pro Okuma Cold Waters for like a line counter reel. So there's a couple of little tips for you. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me, going over the new boat. Again, I got to give a huge shout out to Stevens Marine in Tigard, Stevens Marine in Portland. If you guys are looking for boats or you need questions or you liked anything that you saw on my boat that you want to do on your boat, make sure you hit up Stevens Marine. Again, they're one of our sponsors, so shout out to them. Joaquin, yeah, I got my life vest, I got my throws, I got my life jacket, I got my whistle, I got some flares, I got an air horn. I try to get most everything that I think I need for safety-wise. But yeah. And again, all you guys saying that thank you and congrats and all that, it really means a lot. Appreciate every single one of you guys and gals that watch our channel and keep continuing to watch us grow. We just, like I said a few minutes ago, we just broke 200,000 subscribers. And it's like, when I look back on when we started like the YouTube journey, I think it's been a couple years now. I'd have to go back and look, but when we really started pushing on making YouTube content, I had no idea that we would grow this fast and get to 200,000 subscribers, and it's just crazy to me. It's amazing. So yeah, exactly, Dana. The Tundra in tow, when you put it in tow haul mode, it's freaking pretty incredible. I like it, Henry. 1 million by next year. Let's make that a goal, guys. Who thinks we can get 1 million subs by next year? That's pretty ambitious, but I like it. All right, everyone. Yep, 36 volt. I got a couple more questions on the battery before you guys leave. I did a 36 volt lithium battery. 112 pounds. Yeah, Chris, I know a lot of people have always told me to get diesels, but I just really like Toyota. My wife has a Toyota Tacoma. My hunting truck that I use is like my little beater that I got is a Toyota Tacoma. I've owned Toyotas my whole life, and I love my Tundra. I haven't had one issue with it, literally. It just broke 100,000 miles. Never had it in the shop for one thing at all. It's never had any issues. Just gotta love Toyota. On the other hand, I have a couple buddies that have brand new Ford diesels that they bought brand new off the lot, and they've had their damn brand new Fords in the shop more times than I can even say. So I can tell you one thing: if I do get a diesel, it ain't gonna be a Ford. That's for sure. But if you have a Ford, shout out. Sorry if I just dissed your Fords, but it's just crazy. A couple of my really good friends bought brand new Fords, and it's like every time I turn around, they're like, "Oh, my Ford's in the shop." I'm like, "Dude, your truck's brand new. Why the F is it in the shop?" Pretty sure on the lithium battery, if it's a LifePo 4, you're good on warranty. Yeah, Brian Clements, you can use the bow mount to kind of steer, and then use your kicker as well. Dallas Provis, I have reached out and actually had a few conversations with a couple of the Guggen squad. At one point, Rob from Lunkers was going to come out here and go steelhead fishing with us, but it all kind of fell through last minute because of water conditions and weather and stuff. So I do talk to some of the Guggen squad through text message, and hopefully someday we'll get to fish with them. Okay, cool, Jake S. Well, that's good to know, because on the Facebook feed, a bunch of people were telling me that the lithium was going to void my warranty, so I planned on looking into it. Well, that's good, Rowan. Good to hear, man. Yeah, older Fords. You know, some of the older Fords are pretty solid from what I've heard. But I mean, dude, I'm sure. Look, it's like any vehicle. Like, you know, I have guys I'm sure there's guys out there that have stories about issues they've had with their Toyotas, and I'm sure there are guys that have stories about their Chevys. And it's like no vehicle is perfect, so every single one can have issues. But I will say, in the 20 plus years of me driving vehicles, I mean, I got my license when I was 16. I turned 38 this year. I've had, my very first car was a Toyota Camry. My second car was a Toyota Tacoma. And since then, I've owned every vehicle I've ever owned has been a Toyota. And I can count on one hand the issues that I've had with them. Like, literally. Like, that's no exaggeration. That is no lie. That is facts. And so when you have that kind of track record, it's hard to get away from a vehicle like that are just that reliable and that solid. So Toyota should be sponsoring me for this crap. I'm giving them that much freaking... Toyota, send me a check or send me a new truck. All right, guys, I'm going to go eat some dinner and go hang out with the fam. I'm going to go freaking tow the boat over and put it in the shop. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you guys have a good night. And again, thanks for the support. We got another video coming out tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, stay tuned. Tomorrow, we're dropping a video where Jordan is teaching all you guys how to get out there and twitch jigs for springers. Spring Chinook, crush twitching jigs. Absolutely crush them. And it's a really, really good technique that I know there's a few guys out there doing it, but not a lot of guys doing it. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow on the channel. We'll have a video where Jordan is teaching you guys how to spring Chinook fish with twitching jigs. So stay tuned. And thanks for tuning in with me. Thanks for all the compliments on the boat. And hopefully soon we can take this thing out together and kill some fish in it. Hopefully we can kill some fish in it soon. Appreciate all you guys and gals that watch us. We'll see you guys on the river.